Islam take that?
Joking is joking. I mean, you know, you look at the consequences. It does not lead to anything, only undesirable consequences. We are just joking. Like I said to you.
Yeah, but this action is also.
Let's suppose, let me say, you the Jarankas people, I was in Jara yesterday, but the whole night, I spent the whole night there. Nobody provided dinner for me, just for you to, you know, crack the traditional joke between the Jarankas and the Nyominkas, for instance. Even though it is not true that you spend the night without eating. So I was in your provinces yesterday, I couldn't eat. There was no food. You don't have anything in the Jaras. Like I was told the last time when we went there, they told us that you the Nyominkas, when we come to Nyomi, you didn't have anything to offer us except
Ravish.
no, this traditional food that we call chere, futo. But you know, this is a joke. You understand? Of course, it is not true. It's a joke. So when it comes to joking, and the intention is only to joke, it's not to make any unfair game. You understand? Or to put the other party in in a disadvantaged position. If that's not the objective, there's nothing that comes out of it. There's no consequence which can lead to you know, one of the parties deceiving the other party, or one of the parties making an unfair gain on the other party. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, but if you look at this one also, the joke issue, the objective behind it is to make peace and to enjoy yourselves and to laugh and to stay harmoniously. The intention of telling your wife or telling a close friend or your child that I bought this for this expensive price, you know, it's just to make peace and then so that she values it, you know, and appreciates it. So the motives are the same. So how can this one be acceptable and this one not acceptable?
You know, joking, in most instances, when you crack a joke, the people involved will know that this is joking. In most instances. When you are joking, they know that you are joking. But when it comes to the story that you have given, the wife will take you seriously. This is somebody, and it is very important that in that particular environment, that relationship, it is very important that we stick to all the principles and values of morality and good ethics. So that, because that is meant to be sort of, you know, a permanent relationship. Or at least as far as this life is concerned, what people normally pray is that they will continue to be together until death comes and separate them. So it is therefore very important that they stick to the principle and the values of morality and ethics. Otherwise, you know, and you remember the importance of that institution. That's they call the madrasa. And you know that that is one of the most important social institutions as far as Islam is concerned. So the principles that govern that institution must be absolutely in line with the teachings of Islam. The Prophet Muhammad Quran al-Karim,
Okay, now we go to building. Building is contractual basis.
Yes.
It's also a form of transaction, you could, if you like, you can put it. Yeah, but it's one in which you agree on terms of conditions. Now, will it be in the same pedestal with the other conventional forms of?
You see, you've said it all when you say it's transaction, it's contractual in nature. When you say it's contractual, that's exactly the right description. You know, what is important here is for each party to understand it's his or her responsibilities. The builder is a contractor. You know, and what he does is to build, or to construct a house. Here is Abu Bakr, he wants a house to be constructed for him. What he wants is to have a particular house constructed for him in a given way, or in accordance with particular descriptions or specifications. So you must clearly, you know, spell out the specifications. What do you want it to be, when you want to have it, and how much you can pay. The contractor also must clearly tell you what he can do, how he's going to do it, and when he's going to complete it. So Al-Muslimun and the Shura team, remember we said this before, these conditions and stipulations are not against the teachings of Islam. They are in line with the principle of Sharia. So it is therefore very important that they, although there is something that I was made to understand by a contractor just last week, that many contractors in this country, if they don't accept what is being offered, they will not get, they will not be given contract. Even though what you know, project owners, construction owners, what they offer is not good for them. You have to accept it so that you'll be able to
survive,
to survive and earn something and survive. Otherwise, and if you accept it, you are going to lose. Why? Because if you're taking the contract now, they will tell you that even though the house, to do it properly, you need something like 1.5 million. But the project owner can only offer you $800,000 or maybe $1 million. You understand? And then the conditions will be given that if the prices of cement increase, it's your problem. And other materials, building materials, if the prices increase, it's your problem. Whether the money can cater for it or it cannot cater for it, we have to go out and get it. And what Islam would prefer will be to take care of each other's interest. You understand? You don't allow the interest of one party to overweigh the interest of the other party. So it must be negotiated and structured in such a way that none of them is going to make an unfair gain on the other, or none of them is going to lose to the advantage of the other party. That is the situation that Islam would prefer.
Okay. Or in fact, the owner of the compound buys all the material, and then the building aspect of it be negotiated.
Yes, that also is a possibility.
Yeah. Okay, now when we come to digging wells, it's very common here. Contracts like that can be very funny.
Yes.
Dig a well, he can dig a well and say there's no water.
Yes.
Someone can tell you dig a well for me.
Yeah.
You know, pay a huge amount of money.
Yes.
You dig for 3 meters, there's water.
Yes.
Now in that type of arrangement, what should be the terms?
You know, it depends on the terms of the agreement. You know,
what I'm saying here, I experienced it because immediately we finished school. I and my brother, we used to go out we live in the Faro area, so women used to contract us for wells. I can remember one day we had a contract with one gentleman, and he said he needed a well, you know, just to water his beds. We dug the well. You know, after 3 meters, we got to the water. So we dug it. We continued digging for some centimeters, and then we left. He paid us. He came back and he said, you know, that was not the type of well he was talking about. You know, he wanted us to dig and bury. So it became an argument. So when my mind touches, I said, I would put this to doctor.
Yeah, you are right. All the transactions must be clearly stated.